always say that we're spritz.
Da, da, na, na, ba-da-na, ba-da, ba-da,
I can't.
ba-da, 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 ba, ba-da, ba, 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 ba-da-da.
I couldn't do it.
Oh man! Hello, everybody. Welcome to We Talk About Stuff, the podcast where we do exactly that. There was news today that Jurassic World 2 is. I'm sorry, I didn't even introduce.
I was supposed to help him.
Stupendous is here. They announced the sequel to Jurassic World coming out June 22nd, 2018. And needless to say, we're very excited.
That laugh.
I'm sorry.
It's crazy. So crazy.
I'm sorry. I thought that was pretty fun, singing that song.
We're a bit spritzed for time.
Yeah, this one's not going to be very long. I think we're only going to talk about this news. So what's going through your head right now, Stoops? What's going on?
Happiness.
Happiness?
Yeah, joy and anticipation. And excitement and same thing and happy and
happy?
I don't know. It's just great. It's great. Happy. I don't know. It's like you wait a long time for something and then it comes and you're happy with it. You had a great time with it. And then it's like, oh, here's another thing that's coming in a whole lot less time.
Yeah.
Like, happy.
Some people say it's better than busting a nut.
Daddy?
I'm sorry for anybody who was offended by that. It's always sunny in Philadelphia reference. Also, something weird happened.
God.
Something happened with the sound. I don't know if that's gonna show up in the podcast, but there was a thing earlier. So if it did happen in the recording, I am very sorry. So my thoughts on it is I'm very excited. I was saying I actually predicted this correctly. We had been talking about when are they going to announce a sequel, because it almost seemed like it was taking a little bit of time. But it really...
I was getting scared. I wasn't saying it, but I was getting scared.
I didn't think it took that much time, because I was like, listen, the movie still is in theaters. It's breaking records left and right. I think they're just trying to sit here and kind of enjoy it. You know what I mean? People are liking the movie. Tons of people are going to see it. Everybody had a good time. So I thought it was more of a, we're just going to sit back on this. It's not like they're dedicated to some bigger universe, kind of like Marvel. Because when Guardians came out, the weekend it came out, they announced the sequel. And so that's what I was thinking. They don't have to push for anything, because, it's just the next movie. It's a sequel, and they don't have a lot of pressure. That being said, though...
Now we need a TV show.
Yeah, now I think would be a good time to start expanding, because I want to see it expand. And I want as much stuff out of it, because it's such a marketable franchise. I don't know why they wouldn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's gigantic.
It's kind of like... a good way I would say it is Batman. Batman, they make the movies. They have the really good video game series. Now there's a TV show, Gotham, which, people received, either it's really good or it's really bad. But, you know, and then there's comic books and there's tons of merchandise. You know, that's like, I feel like they should try to go for something like that.
Yeah, dude, Jurassic Park is as big as Star Wars. It really is. If you look at the numbers, I was watching a YouTube video. I think it might even be like the Hasbro video, which I'm not going to get into because I don't want to. But anyway, it's basically the guy pointed out, he's like, look, Jurassic World makes just as much money as all these Star Wars movies have, which is crazy. Like, all the Jurassic Park movies do just as well. And I think it's time that we start viewing these two franchises on equal grounds.
Yeah, because, I mean, I think the thing that's missing with this entire franchise is the other content. Because, here's the thing, I don't hate any of these movies. I know a lot of people hate 2 and 3, but I don't. It might help that I saw them when I was pretty young. But that being said, I think, like, there's so many places to go with it. And when you think of Star Wars, like, there are 6 movies. They're making the 7th one. 3 of the movies are... 2 of the movies, at least, aren't good. And then one of them's pretty okay. And then there are 3 really great ones. And then there's 1,000 comics, and there's 1,000 novels, and there's 1,000
to be fair,
games.
there are Jurassic Park comics.
Yeah, but I mean, not in any, like, they're not selling, and they're not, huge, or it doesn't seem like anyone cares about them.
Yeah,
I'm saying, like, I think somebody needs to go out there, make a great Jurassic World, great Jurassic World book, great Jurassic World game that isn't a Lego game. Like, I want to see, like, a serious attempt at a game.
Yeah, we've had a Jurassic Park Telltale game, but that was when Telltale was just like, oh, eh. But now The Walking Dead, boom, that's, like, fantastic.
Yeah.
And I would love to see a Jurassic World Telltale game. Can you imagine being in an adult, an adult themed game, like the Walking Dead game?
Lots of cursing.
Yeah,
lots of blood.
Lots of blood. And I mean, it's like, I would say that Jurassic Park dinosaurs, they're more terrifying than zombies.
Yeah, because zombies, like, you could just punch them.
Yeah, but dinosaurs, you're just like...
Can't just punch a dinosaur.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could, but...
It wouldn't help.
No. But that's what I'm saying. I'd love to see another Telltale game.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
That would be the first Let's Play I would do on my channel, because you bet that I would do one.
Did you hear that, Universal? You want Stoops to do a Let's Play, make a game.
Make a game. I bet PewDiePie and them would do it too.
They probably would.
Exactly.
So what else is there to talk about? We know that Chris Pratt in his contract is, like, signed for, like, 3 more movies, right?
Well, yeah, apparently, but that's not confirmed. At least 2 more.
Oh.
But that's what people have been saying, like 3 more movies.
So where do you see his character going in the sequel if he isn't?
Well, I feel like he's already really developed. He didn't learn anything in Jurassic World.
Yeah, I know. If anything, he was the guy that was just like, you guys are all idiots. Do you even realize what you did yet? Like, that was his character.
I see him learning a lesson in the second movie. But whether that be, like, maybe Velociraptors, maybe, who knows? Well, like, we know he's against the weaponized dinosaurs thing, but maybe he'll take another approach where it's like, if you guys are going to do this, and it's pretty inevitable, we're going to do it my way. And he learns that maybe he should stand his ground a little bit more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But maybe. I mean, because if they do go the weaponized route. But, I mean, there's, like, this series could go a million different ways. I don't understand why people are like, I don't see how there could be another sequel after this. It's just, you like my list?
Yeah, I know. That was a great accent you just did there.
I did. I just don't get why people were talking like that. It's like, what?
Yeah, I know. That's so weird. And it's just because if you watch the movie, it's open-ended.
Completely.
You could do anything with that. They have so much stuff set up where you could just go anywhere with it. I mean, they killed the Indominus, but that's not the franchise.
Supposedly.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
She. Got him.
There you go. Exactly. That shows you how much I know about this franchise. But
You know it a lot. Don't
I
jinx
know
yourself.
a lot. Okay, whatever. So I was just gonna ask something and I forgot it now. No, I was saying if people are like, oh, do you kill the Indominus? Where are you gonna go with the sequel? It's like I said, that dinosaur, that creature is not the franchise.
Yeah, no. I
They
mean,
made 3 movies without it. Now that it's gone, if it is gone, that's not putting them in any like bad position. They just
also, let's see more hybrids.
Yeah. Or they could do that thing that they said in the movie where they bring in the smaller, like raptor-sized Indominus Rex,
Yeah.
and have that be the weaponized dinosaur that is, the, uh, big pull of the next movie. Or it doesn't even have to be the big pull of the next movie. Maybe it's just like a little cameo. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, but you
Or
can't
in
go
one
back to
scene.
regular dinosaurs. I think. I think we're gonna have another hybrid.
Yeah, it's so set up well. It's There's that whole scene in that movie where they go into that room and they're looking at all these little experiment creatures, and it's like, what are we looking at? And then they get in there and they take all of it out. They ship it somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't even see it.
You don't even see it. So it's like that's got to be where everything is going.
Also, I'm sure that there are regular dinosaur embryos in there.
Well,
as
yeah, I'm
well,
not saying it's all
but
hybrids or
no,
all.
no, no. I wanted to say that yeah, there's definitely hybrids there.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say
And
for sure.
I mean, how cool would that be to just be like, oh my god, they were thinking of that this entire time too. They come out with some crazy creature like that was in the lab and nobody knew about it. It's almost like a government conspiracy theory, a little bit. Not a government one, but in real life,
Uh-huh.
it would be a conspiracy theory.
Definitely.
People would be like, it's almost like Area 51. What are they keeping in there that we don't know about? So
It's got to be something big. Like I was thinking, I don't know if you ever heard about this, but an Ultimasaurus.
Ultimus, what is that?
It's like it's mixed with a ton of stuff. It's like T-Rex, Velociraptor, Triceratops, Ankylosaurus. Here, real quick, I can look up everything, but it's supposed to be like the thing that was specifically designed to be just like the ultimate killing machine.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me see. But yeah, it's from the Chaos Effect canceled toy line.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see.
So is it supposed to be like extremely big?
It is pretty big. Here, let me see.
Because the way you made it sound makes me think like, were they working on something that's just so massive and such a killing machine?
Okay, it's a T-Rex, Triceratops, Velociraptor, Ankylosaurus, and Stegosaurus. So I was missing one.
Oh, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure you can find a picture of it.
It sounds like kind of like a T-Rex. Do you think it would have like the build of a T-Rex, but with like horns like a Triceratops and scales?
Yeah, that's what it looks like, and then it's got an armored back and toe claws, functional arms.
That's crazy.
Pretty scary. I assume it wouldn't be as big as the Indominus Rex, but
wouldn't it be awesome though if they made a creature that was just so big, like almost like a small Godzilla, but much smaller than Godzilla, but like almost imagine twice the size of the Indominus.
I think that's too big.
Yeah, but I mean, that would be like, why? How do you stop that thing?
I don't know.
Because if the goal is weaponized dinosaurs, the way I think of it is, the Indominus, raptor-sized Indominus would be like the stealth, little dinosaur that you send in that could take care of the job. But then I think they need a nuclear bomb. You know what I mean? You don't want to blow up anything.
Kinda, but I don't think that they would do that, because if they couldn't control the Indominus Rex, don't make something bigger.
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. Everybody thinks they're smart. Everybody thinks they know what they're doing. And they're like, hey, we know why this screwed up, but now we know how to do it right. And then they screw that up too. That's how it works.
Yeah, I guess.
I think that would be interesting.
I don't know. That's too big for me.
I
That's
say
too
go
big.
big or go home, Stoops.
No, I don't want something bigger than the Indominus Rex. The Indominus Rex was perfect size. They could say it's bigger than the T-Rex, but just barely.
Yeah.
And the Indominus Rex wasn't even fully grown. She's still awesome. I hope we see another version of the Indominus Rex, man.
I would really like to see the smaller version. Because I thought that was so interesting that was the goal. Is they wanted to make a lot of these and they wanted them to be the size of raptors. And, use them in the military. I thought that was such an interesting premise.
Maybe that's why Vic Hoskins was so infatuated with the Velociraptors, because they're almost like the proto.
Yeah, that's
product.
what he thought they were. It was almost like they were prototypes to that new dinosaur that they were making. So he wanted to see, like, imagine that's what I was thinking. Like, he was like, if this works, if we can get this to work with the Raptors, imagine how well it's going to work with the Indominus.
Yeah, and maybe the Indominus is even more intelligent. We don't know.
I think it is. I thought that's the point of it. It's supposed to be the ultimate killing machine, and the reason why it could be the ultimate killing machine is because they made it smarter than everything else. They made it deadlier than everything else, and it's the most equipped out of everything else. That's why it could camouflage. That's why it's just so powerful. And I thought that was really interesting that they could take that, scale it down to a raptor, and then use it, or to a raptor size, I mean, and then use it to go, fight in like modern wars, or go and track down people and assassinate them like terrorist organizations. I thought that was really cool, and I think that it's gonna play out like that a little bit, but because of the incident in Jurassic World with the Indominus getting loose and people seeing what it does, I feel like they're gonna go.
Well, keep in mind, no civilian saw the Indominus Rex.
Yeah, nobody saw it, but I feel like it would be a military thing where they'd be like, "We're not making that. We saw what that thing, what it does. It's not."
Or maybe they're like, "Oh, we saw what it does. We want it."
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is like. What I'm saying is, I think they're gonna see the Indominus Rex and be like, "This thing is crazy. We can't tame it, but we want you to work on more stuff."
Yeah, keep talking.
Like we want you to, the Indominus didn't work. Let's try other things. We know you've been working on other things. It's not that it can't work. It's that this one didn't work at the time. That being said, it's not that it can't be improved on, or you can't make something else. It's just they would have to do something else, a different creature. But then, what if in the sequel they do this other creature, and they're using it in the military. It's smart. It's working well, and then somebody says, "Hey, I think we got this. Let's try the Indominus now." Because it works well, but I still think the Indominus is the better creature. Let's see if we could actually make one of these work.
I'd love that. Maybe they get the raptors to function.
Yeah, right? That would have been good. It's like they finally get the raptors, or maybe it's raptor, but it's a little bit genetically modified. And,
all the raptors are genetically modified to be different.
Yeah, I know.
Even the Jurassic World raptors.
I know that they're all genetically modified, and that's why they're different colors and stuff. And you could I understood that's how that worked, but I'm saying like maybe they're just a little different.
Yeah, makes sense.
And because they're just trying to push the boundaries a little bit more.
Like, let's put some cat in there.
Yeah, put a little cat in there so they had night vision.
Don't do that.
A little cat, a little dog, so they had really good smell, sense of smell.
Also, we don't have to rush quite as much now. So we got a little extra time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I want to see from the sequel.
Here's the big problem. How do you implement the herbivores into that?
I have no idea.
That's tough. That's why we don't write movies.
That is tough. At the same time, though, do they really need to be?
Well, if the herbivores have never been a main role. Never. Yeah. But I feel like you have to have a herbivore in a Jurassic Park movie.
Well, at the same time, what if there were
tests? Like, what if they're like the fodder?
You know how this is interesting. The way I just thought of it is I don't if the new creatures, the new genetically modified dinosaurs are weaponized, they don't necessarily have to eat people. But there are some herbivores that are just, incredibly powerful.
Like an ankylosaur. I mean, that thing gave the Indominus Rex a hard
Yeah, I know. Or so what if they made a mixture of the ankylosaur and the Triceratops?
Yeah.
And they made it super armored.
Shoot. Or Stegoceratops.
Oh yeah.
But
make it super armored, and maybe that's what you send in when you need to break buildings. You know what I mean?
That'd be intense.
That would be pretty cool, because you could make it believable that they're strong enough to knock down a building and not get hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like they can ram into the building in one, or because ankylosaurs, they can't ram, and they're like, we saw, they're clearly not as fast as like the Indominus Rex, but you put like a little Triceratops in there, gets faster, gets horns, still has that mean tail.
Yep.
Means business.
It's probably got a meaner tail now.
Oh shoot.
Probably got spikes on that tail too.
Not just a club anymore. Now it's a spike.
It's a spiky club.
But yeah, I'm just how do you implement the regular dinosaurs? Do you start with the weaponized route with the regular dinosaurs, and then, like you said, you move on to the hybrids?
I think that would be very interesting, especially because everything where you come out with some new technology, it has to go through its paces and evolve. So you start out with your less advanced technology, and then as you progress and learn more, you start to upgrade it. And I think that's the way they'll look at the dinosaurs, is they'll start with probably just the raptors, and then maybe like an I'm sorry, I can't say the word.
Ankylosaur.
Ankylosaur. And they'll start with those, and then they'll realize, like, okay, now we can do it better. And they'll just keep upgrading, and they'll genetically modify them. And then eventually somebody will get ballsy and try something nobody ever did, and they're not ready for it, and then bam, everything goes wrong.
Like a raptor-sized Indominus Rex.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Now, how do you feel about a large Indominus Rex leading a pack of smaller Indominus Rexes?
I think that would work pretty awesomely.
How do you want T-Rex in the sequel? Because I mean, you have a movie without the T-Rex. This stuff's going down with the fans.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
And I don't think you could do the. You can't do the same, like, here's the T-Rex coming to save the day.
Yeah. Like I always say there's a few things that are guarantees with Jurassic Park movies: Velociraptors, T-Rexes, and death.
Yes.
But
not everybody's walking away from this.
No. A lot of people aren't, in fact.
Yeah. So, I don't know. What would you think? Because I don't want to say this, but it almost seems like he would be obsolete
compared to the Indominus Rex.
Compared to the Indominus Rex, and then if
I don't think they'd be obsolete by any stretch.
Or what if the T-Rex was their training for another big Indominus Rex. You know, the same way we were saying, like, the Raptors were training for the small, weaponized Indominus Rex.
Yeah.
What if the T-Rex was training for the big one?
I don't know.
And then also, I'm thinking, what situations do you use the big one? Because to me, using a weaponized Raptor or the smaller scaled down version of the Indominus Rex,
it's safer.
It's safer, and it makes sense because it would be very stealth. It's very fast. It's not very loud. You put it somewhere where it needs to find somebody, it can find them. You put it in somewhere where it needs to kill people, it will kill them.
Can't be picked up on thermal.
Yeah, it can't be picked up on a thermal camera. It can't be, it just makes a lot of sense.
Can't be bought, can't be reasoned with.
Yeah, exactly. You can't, it's not like you could throw it a steak and it's going to love you. It just makes a lot of sense. It could just go into the place, it'll do its job. But
its job is kill.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, like, how do you do that with the T-Rex? Where's his
T-Rex,
job?
It's still super aggressive, man.
No, I get that it's aggressive, but I'm thinking, like, in a weaponized military, organization type of. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just throwing words out of my mouth.
In a weaponized scenario.
Yeah, and what scenario do you need the T-Rex to go in?
I don't know. Like you said, maybe like all dinosaurs are being like. I imagine they'd want to sell dinosaurs as well. To maybe the highest bidder, because Biosyn, if you remember them, they're from the very first movie.
Yeah.
They're the guys that actually stole the embryos from Nedry. And also, those embryos, I just want to point out, the reason we didn't see them is because they are expired anyway. The embryos it's clearly stated in there that they in the first Jurassic Park that they won't be able to be used for very long.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of why we didn't see those. But yeah, so
here's another thing that I think could work. What if a lot of these dinosaurs from Jurassic World have just been captured and then put into like captivity, but like a super secure, not viewed by the public, underground captivity kind of bunker? You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
And they're just keeping them alive and using them to research them more. And to keep their DNA.
Well, I don't think it would be in an underground bunker.
No, I'm not saying it has to be underground, but I mean not accessed by the public at all. They understand this is no longer a thing where, people are coming here and, having a fun time. Because every time it happens, they get out, they hurt people, we can't do this anymore. Now it's a secret, kind of.
And then you could do the whole, like, Godzilla, like, Muto research thing. It's like, it's like researching, it's like, we don't know very much about these animals, and they're like messing with them.
Yeah.
Because the thing I would always see is like I don't think that we'll see them finished into actual military implementation.
Yeah.
But we'll see them starting to.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what would be cool? And this is a thing that I don't think they've been able to explore so much with this franchise, but I think it would be cool. Is today, 2015, information gets out like crazy, no matter what it is. So everybody on Earth would know how horrible the events of Jurassic World would have been. And maybe, everyday people, just regular people, would call for the extermination of all these dinosaurs. Like, society would deem them too unsafe to, just keep alive.
I'd also like to see news debates once it can.
Yeah, that would be cool too. So what if everybody is told that all the dinosaurs have been terminated? They've all been, kind of just killed, and no matter how they say it, like either they bombed the island or they, just captured them all and then euthanized them. They could say they did that, but what if it's all a big lie? And they're kept in a secret facility, Nobody even knows that they exist anymore. They're using the weaponized dinosaurs, and that's also kept quiet. And then maybe some people are like finding, videos from drones or something, and it's like, did you see that? That looked just like a dinosaur. You know what I mean?
Oh.
That can't happen. All the dinosaurs are dead. They killed them all. They bombed the island.
Also, how do you feel about going back to Nublar and them setting up a base there?
That would be cool too.
Yeah, I mean, it's like instead of bringing the dinosaurs to us, we went to them. Or even Sorna.
Yeah.
Why not go to Sorna and do that? I think Nublar would be easier. There's a lot less dinosaurs there, and there are not as many wild dinosaurs there. But, yeah, I mean, they could do that.
But
and then Blue can come back, and
yeah, he
Rexy,
could be like that main raptor that they have in captivity. She. I'm sorry. I think
You have no idea how mad people get over that stuff.
I'm sure people get furious. I've seen them in the comments on your videos. But I mean, I think that would be so cool because it's like I said, in modern day, if this event happened, everyone would freak out. Thousands of people probably, or not thousands, probably hundreds of people died. But that's a horrible tragedy. People wouldn't stand for it. You know what I mean? So I feel like that would be a really cool place to go. Like maybe people just don't know they exist anymore. Like they could be like, oh, the second extinction of the dinosaurs, right? But it
like that could be like the news. It's like
the
dinosaurs go re-extinct, but it's like Soren is a game preserve, and I feel like that they wouldn't want to. Or maybe the whole thing is like Owen wants to keep them from like bombing the dinosaurs because he has these connections with these animals. Yeah. And Claire is like...
Imagine all the character arcs you could do with Owen, like, the entire world wants all these creatures dead, and they don't even, or they think they're all dead. They just wanted them to die. Nobody gave them a chance, and it's not their fault. They're just, they're just animals, really.
Even the Indominus Rex.
Yeah, it's not the Indominus's fault for, killing and doing all that stuff. He was just born. She was just...
I'm so sorry.
She was just born. Didn't have any social skills. Basically, kind of just tortured when you really think about it.
Yeah.
And what else is it? What else is she gonna do? She doesn't know anything really.
Yeah, it's like Owen is like she is seeing this all for the first time.
Yeah, exactly. She was just thrown in a new place. And that's it. She didn't have any instinct. She just freaked out. That's it. That's the whole story. So
She did. It's just freaked out.
That's it. That's all that happened.
Poor Indominus.
Imagine that. Just knowing that, all these creatures. Imagine how he feels just knowing all these creatures have to be kept away from everything now. Like, they probably wouldn't even be in a facility where they could, at least kind of, be happy. They're probably just in, like, jail cells almost.
Yeah.
So, I think that would be... I think there are so many cool places to take it. And, that could be another... I think that last movie had a lot of cool stuff to say about, keeping animals in captivity and, just how... unpredictable they could be when you just don't treat them right. And we see that today. We saw that with SeaWorld recently, when that Blackfish documentary came out. People don't want to see these animals being tortured. So I think that would be a really cool place to take this franchise.
That's why it was so great see Rexy on top of the helipad that Hoskins was standing on earlier.
Yeah.
And then she just roars.
That was pretty cool. That was a great ending.
Yeah. Also, this is kind of a fun topic. What's your holy crap, I just want to just like freak out right now moment that you put in the sequel? Because mine was Rexy breaking through the the Spinosaurus skeleton and roaring. And the music there was like, da na na na, you know?
Yeah.
And then she just goes, "Arr." That's my T-Rex roar. That was awesome. What would be your holy crap moment? That's awesome.
You know what I think would be cool?
Huh.
A weaponized mosasaur.
Ooh.
It doesn't have to be as big as it was, but like imagine
When you say weaponized, are you talking about a hybrid?
I'm talking about, yeah, it could be a hybrid, but I'm also talking about, like, I imagine a mosasaur that has kind of like covered in technology, whether it's just armor or
Armor.
yeah, I imagine. Well, it would be weirder for the mosasaur, but I'm talking tracking devices.
Yeah, that makes it. Well, they had tracking devices in this movie.
Well, when I say tracking devices, I mean like, devices on it where maybe you could kind of control where the dinosaur goes, and then maybe cameras on it so you can see where it's going, kind of like the way the raptors have the cameras on their heads.
Yeah,
something like that, and then also things to track where things are around it. So
like sonar.
Yeah, so the way I'm thinking of it is like a mosasaur attacking a boat filled with pirates.
Pirates.
No, like, there are modern day pirates, like in Somalia.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Imagine if there was like some sort of military mission where they were trying to stop pirates or maybe like whale poachers or something, which that would be really ironic. But
yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be really ironic. Could you imagine that, like watching a mosasaur take down a boat?
Dude, that'd be great. That'd be worse. That'd be more terrifying than Jaws.
Yeah, and also one of the things I really wish happened in Jurassic Park 3, which I actually don't wish it happened, but I've always wondered, is like, what took down that boat? What did it look like? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was all just covered by clouds, and that part of the mystery makes it a little bit better of a film, because it just makes you curious and it makes you think. But I've always wondered that, like, what happened to that boat?
What else has InGen made?
Mm-hmm. So, I think all that stuff would be pretty cool. And also, wasn't there a water, some sort of weird hybrid water fish creature in that scene when they're in the that lab and there's all the genetically modified?
I can't really remember. I think there might have been a fish.
There was some sort of weird fish. It didn't look like a fish. It looked more like a lizard, I guess. But it had like a fin on it, like a big dorsal fin or something. I can't remember. If I remember correctly, it was yellow.
Also, Spinosaurus could be implemented into water scenarios pretty well.
What if there was like a Spinosaurus mosasaur hybrid? Like a mosasaur with a gigantic fin on his back?
Here's my thing that I want. I want a Spinosaurus Rex.
That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. That would be amazing. There, you have it.
Amazing!
That would be better than my birth. That would be more important to me than the day I was born. Or something.
Dude, or something. I'm just saying, man. Just think about it. That'd be bigger than the Indominus Rex. Not like bigger as in like size. Well, it probably would be. But like people's like, oh my gosh, they did it. They did it.
It's almost as if they made up for Jurassic Park 3.
It's like...
It's
also,
like,
people
hey,
are talking about Spinosaurus versus T-Rex round 2.
Yeah.
Can you imagine T-Rex?
Well, we all know who wins.
Who?
T-Rex.
I'm not getting into that.
No, the reason I say that is there's no way they would make a round 2 and have the Spinosaurus win twice. You know what I mean? Like, as a film, the Rex, just knowing how movies work, the T-Rex would win again. Or it would win because he lost the first time. It would be like the triumph moment.
Well, how would you feel about it?
I'm not saying I know which one would win in a real fight. I don't even care. I just want a good movie.
Well, how would you feel about them going at it again? I mean, that'd put butts in seats.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Or you could do the three-way fight that was rumored. You could do T-Rex and Spinosaurus versus Spinosaurus Rex, but that's kind of retreading a little bit.
yeah. Still though, I wouldn't mind it.
Neither would I. I mean, no one's gonna like.
I'm not gonna be mad.
Nitpickers are gonna be like, "Oh, that's so retreading," but you know what? That's awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't like awesome things.
Yeah, exactly. Got him.
Got him.
That's exactly what it'd be like. Oh, I'm sorry you have no life in you.
Oh, I'm sorry you don't enjoy it when other people think things are the greatest thing ever, and you're like, oh, they already did that. Stupid. If things are good, do it more than once.
Yeah, like, look at the Avengers. They did that more than once. And it's good both times.
Yeah. Just think of any there's so many superhero movies, and there's so many good ones, and I don't get mad. Like, oh, this is a superhero movie? I've seen one of those before.
It's like, oh, what is it? Oh, he's learning how to use his powers. Cliche. I don't know. That's a little bit off.
You know, that being said, yeah,
Give me
it makes
a
sense. But that
three-way
being
fight.
said, I don't like how most superhero origins are like, my parents are dead, and now I'm a superhero.
That's off topic.
That is off topic, but that I understand that one. I'm just saying I understand why people complain about that. It's like, oh, what, a superhero with dead parents? I've never heard of that before.
Oh. Yeah, makes sense. But give me a three-way fight. Give me a fight between a hybrid. It can either be an Indominus Rex or something, or have like a whole bunch of hybrids versus like the regular ones. Have a Spinosaurus Rex command the freaking Indominus Rex things, and have them fight with each other. I don't know what.
Now here's something crazy that I just thought of because I was thinking of superheroes. I was thinking of this, and I'm thinking of hybrid dinosaurs and upgraded technology, and you know the things we could do. What if there was a hybrid dinosaur that had a healing factor?
What?
Like Wolverine.
Well, aren't there animals that have healing stuff like that?
Yeah.
What's the animal that can't die? Isn't there an animal that can't die? I swear I've heard of that.
Like the water bear.
What?
There's like a little.
Is that a real thing?
There's a thing called a water bear. It's not a bear. It's like a little microscopic bug that basically could live in the vacuum of space, or it could live in like 4,000 degree Fahrenheit temperatures, or like at 4,000 below zero. It could. I don't know why I'm picking the number 4,000, but it's really like that. It could survive in any condition. It could live in the vacuum of space.
That's pretty cool. What if you mixed one with that?
Yeah, that would be interesting. I don't know if it could work, but
I don't know. They mixed it with cuttlefish.
yeah. What if the next hybrid is like 99% cuttlefish, and the 1% that isn't cuttlefish is the lungs? It just has lungs now, so it can breathe air.
No.
And feet. It has feet too. So 98% cuttlefish, 1% lungs, 2% feet.
You're hurting my ears.
I'm sure you're not the only one that I'm hurting my ears.
No.
No. Okay.
No. No.
What about the healing factor thing though? What if they all kind of had like a slight healing factor?
If you could make that work. Hear that voice crack?
Yeah,
if you
that
could
was
make
that.
If you could make that work, go for it, man.
I mean, imagine, fighting something that when you hurt it, it heals.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be as drastic as Wolverine, where it's like you shoot him. And
don't do that.
I was talking about like when they're taking down the Indominus Rex and they're shooting it a ton, and they're like hitting it with like missiles and nothing's happening. Well, it's getting hurt. It's getting. Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They're dropping nuclear bombs and nothing happens.
Yeah, they dropped a bomb on the Indominus Rex.
Yes. So, but it's like they're already hard enough to kill. But what if it healed slightly faster than it should?
I'd like that, man.
That would be
Sign me up. Sign me up to ride one of those.
And then what if they all had Wolverine claws?
Oh. You lost me.
I'm sorry.
So close. What else you got, buddy?
I don't know. I'm just thinking of ideas.
What else could we talk about?
Is it confirmed that
Lowry needs to come back? What?
Is it confirmed that Colin Trevorrow is directing this yet, or is
co-writing?
So, but nobody knows who's directing.
No, he's not directing it apparently.
Interesting. I'm not going to take that.
Yeah, I mean,
like as 100% fact until it's confirmed, because unfortunately I've heard a lot of people saying like, oh, this person isn't coming back to this franchise and directing, and then guess what, Transformers 5 is announced and Michael Bay is doing it again, and it's like, no
is that franchise really salvageable at this point?
It was for a second when Michael Bay wasn't on it.
Dude, but he's made them all the money in the world.
Yeah, I know. Those movies generate money, but they're all bad. I know people like the first one. I don't even care about the first one. The point I'm trying to make is, studios say, oh, this director isn't coming back. And then, a month later, they're like, oh, and then this person's returning.
Well, I wouldn't have a problem with Colin coming back.
Yeah, I don't have a problem either. I was just saying, I don't buy that he isn't so far. That would be great.
Just picture that.
And the thing about Spielberg is Spielberg is weird to me because he has made the best movies ever, basically. He's made so many incredible movies. But he also directed Indiana Jones 4.
That's a fluke, and his heart wasn't in it.
I know, but I'm just saying... That was just a bummer. I'm sorry.
Give the man who gave us Schindler's List a chance.
He made Jaws. He made Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Give him a chance. He had one bad movie.
He made... But more than the bad one. And then...
More than that one bad
He made Saving Private Ryan. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
I've never seen Schindler's List. So I can't say. I'm sure it's amazing.
He made Schindler's List and Jurassic Park at the same time. He was
and Liam Neeson is in one of them.
Yeah, he's great.
Have you seen Schindler's List?
Yeah, it's pretty depressing.
I heard it's like a movie that you can't watch again. Like, it's great.
I could watch it again.
Like, as a film, it's just incredible. But it's so goddamn depressing that it's like, oh, I kind of feel like being happy and not a sad sack of shit. So I'm not
American History X is a film that's hard to watch again.
Yeah, that's a pretty sad one.
Or guys.
Do you want to talk about other stuff?
Sure, real quick, Kong stuff.
Okay. Also, there's a Batman v Superman thing I want to ask you about.
Okay, shoot.
Did you hear this rumor that Zack Snyder's son is Robin?
Mm-mm.
His name is Eli Schneider, and he's been in a lot of his movies. He played young Leonidas in Watchmen. Or not in Watchmen, in 300. And I was going to say he played young Rorschach in Watchmen. So, like, Zack Snyder... Yeah, me and Stoops are going to watch Watchmen soon. Maybe we'll do an audio commentary. Leave in the comments if you want us to do an audio commentary.
It's the director's... It's a
3.5 hour movie. You know what? We're not going to do an audio
I
commentary. I'm sorry for telling you guys that.
I don't want to talk for 3.5 hours. Especially...
I don't want to either. I really like Watchmen. But anyway, so that's the thing that people are saying he's in the movie and he's going to play Robin. And you know what? The guy looks...
Don't give me Robin and Batman v Superman.
Well, I mean, we already got the suit. It wouldn't... I don't think it would be like... I think he would play Jason Todd.
He needs to play Jason Todd in Suicide Squad, not in Batman v Superman.
Yeah, but what if it was just like a little flashback?
For how long?
3 minutes.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Well, I think that would be funny too because his son has literally pretty much only been in flashback scenes in his movies. When you think about it, that would be great.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I'd be up for it.
I only put my son in movies, and only if they're flashback scenes. But I mean, like I said, if when you look at this kid, I mean, he's not a kid. He is old. He's in his mid-20s. But yeah, he looks like he would look like Robin. And that's it. That's.
I mean, it's fine. It's cool. We'll see Robin eventually.
Yeah. Another rumor, really quick.
Carrie Kelly?
No, not Carrie. Well, no.
Dude, don't diss the Carrie Kelly.
No, I love Carrie Kelly. I think she's like a great character.
She's the best Robin besides Jason Todd and Tim Drake. I mean, not Tim Drake. Dick Grayson. She's better than Tim Drake.
Yeah. But there was... that rumor came out a long time ago, that Carrie Kelly Robin thing, because I don't remember the actress who everybody was saying was going to play her, but there was some like famous actress that Zack Snyder has put in his movies before, like in Sucker Punch or something, and like people were saying, oh, she's Carrie Kelly, but I haven't heard anything else about that. But at the same time, I'd really like to see Carrie Kelly. But the rumor I was going to ask you about is, have you heard about this whole thing where everybody's saying like the Joker is a Robin? Have you heard that? Are you still there? I guess I'm all alone.
No, I have to go.
Oh.
Little Jake, come on. Sorry guys. But yeah,
It's all right.
Joker Robin, please no. That's
Yeah,
all I have
please
to say.
no. Okay.
So anyway, thanks for having me, buddy. And
all right.
Sorry I had to leave.
All right.
We've got through all the Jurassic World.
Yeah, we got through all the important stuff. So go have a good time. I'll finish the podcast. I'll end it pretty quick.
Okay. See you, buddy.
See you, man. So for everybody that's listening, the last thing that I was going to bring up is that it's rumored that Russell Crowe is going to be in Kong. And I think that would be really cool casting. I really like... I really like Russell Crowe. He's a bit crazy, but that being said, he's also a great actor. I even really liked him in Man of Steel. I think he's a really good actor, and he's also very consistent with his talent, especially today with Noah. He was very good in Noah. He's very good in Man of Steel. He's pretty good in Les Mis, and also it was confirmed that Brie Larson is going to be in the movie. I don't know much about Brie Larson, but I think from what I understand, she's a great actress, so that's also pretty exciting. And that's about it. I don't think there was any other news. So thank you all for listening to this podcast. Big news that came out today, so we wanted to get one out as quick as possible. Thank you guys for listening. Please comment. Tell us what you think about the new release date for Jurassic World. Tell us about your theories of what the movie's going to be about. Like the video. Subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe. And, everybody's just been so awesome lately. So, thank you very much for being awesome. And now I'm going to end the video because I'm rambling. But, thank you very much. And see you later. Banana, banana, banana. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. That got weird. Bye.